morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing all right. I am here. That's what I'm gonna say. We're okay, but I'm stuffing things. All right. Ground's a little colder than anticipated, so I'm just gonna step on top of my mat, and we're gonna start with a little warm up for our ShowGirl Stretch. So just getting everything moving, and then we'll sit down and we'll do some stretching. Maybe while we're stretching, I will be able to gain access so I can see what's going on and respond to all of you. If not, next time. All right. So also, I've decided we're gonna have themes each day. So this is Wacky Wednesday. So these are my wacky pants and my wacky socks. So you're welcome to join in. Friday is gonna be Aloha Friday, and Monday is gonna be Leopard Day, because that's how it rolls. All right, so starting, let's just do some gentle bends. And so one leg and then the other. My feet are about hip width apart. It's not particular, it's more about what's comfortable for you. Just bending in, and then you can start to roll opposite shoulders. Not a real particular technique here, it's just more about getting lots of movement in your body. So rolling, see if you can roll the other way. Might be kind of weird. That's cool too. Nice. Take a big open stance, soft bend in the knees, and just swing your hips, big hips, side to side. You don't need to be pushing too hard, just getting movement. Nice. And now come forward, push back, forward, push back, using your abs here. Nice. Nice bend in the knees. And we're gonna do big circle. Forward, aside, back, aside. Forward, aside, back, side. Notice that when I go to a side, I'm bending into that leg. Now we're gonna smooth it out, smush it out. And when I go back, I keep my abs engaged, so I'm not dumping into my back. Nice. Other way. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Again. So thanks y'all for joining me in this last minute project. I don't know if y'all had a chance to see the post or how much you all follow astrology, but yesterday we entered the Aries new moon, and Aries is the sign of fast action. That sounds really loud. Stretch up. I'm gonna turn that down. Woo, I'm not gonna be able to shout over that. All right, stretching up nice and tall. Shoulders stay down. You can bring your legs in a little bit more if you like. And then bend and reach. I'm rotating my hands in the shoulder, or my arm, I guess, in my shoulder joint so that my hands are facing inward. And then I get a little bit more stretch on the outside. Nice. Ribs are kind of staying tucked in so they're not poking out. And let's come up, 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 over. Support your hand on your leg here, and you can push out with the leg you're stretching away from. Get a little bit more bend there. Make sure your shoulders stay down. Dive up, 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 and swap. So yeah, Aries is a sign of impulsive action. And I'll read a little bit more about that at the end of this session from Chani Nicholas. But it's a really interesting time to try and be impulsive. Now, big shoulder rolls. Bend your knees when you do it, right? Because it feels like we're all kind of stuck at home and we can't go anywhere and can't do a whole lot of things. And it could be dangerous to be impulsive right now. It feels a little bit like if you don't think carefully about your actions, you could expose yourself or someone else to harm, right? And I know you're all the people that are very thoughtful about your actions. but I feel like there's still things we can do, just big hip swings. So this was my impulsive thing. My husband all week has been pestering me to do a thing like this. And I'm a planner. I'm a preparer, and I just kept thinking, I can't do that. I'm not ready for that. But last night I was just like, okay, we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. So I'm curious after this if you all find ways to just be impulsive and do, you know, interesting things for yourself in the moment. Post and let me know. All right, so your head, we're just gonna go side to side to side. We're gonna warm up our neck a little. Keep going side to side. Keep going. The music's gonna get louder, I already know this. There we go. It's gonna get crazier. Awesome. Now coming straight up and down, tilt and tilt and tilt and tilt. Nice. Awesome. And we're gonna get our rib cage a little bit. I'm doing this as an isolation. It's not an issue if you're not. But if you want to really be able to isolate this area, try bending your knees, pushing into the ground. It'll kind of stabilize this lower half of your body and give it something to do. So it's occupied. And if you want, you can put your hands on your ribs so you feel what they're doing. Going side to side. And I like to think of it as push, 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 right? So one side gets pushed to the other. Nice. Just getting that area loosened up. And then forward and hollow it back. Forward and back. So it's kind of whoop. Poses that I often say are not okay, right? And it's okay now, because we're warming up. And we get movement in there. Now we're gonna do circles. So forward, aside, back, aside. Forward, side, back, side, and circle it out. Ooh. I'm particularly tight here. I tried a new style of dance class the other day. I think it was a little bit much. Nice, other direction. Forward, side, back, side. Forward, side, back, side. Forward, side, back, side. Smooth it out. One side might be easier than the other. Totally normal. Nice. All right. Let's see. Let's get a little bit here. I think we're gonna do some more oblique stretches today. So swing and twist. Do not just flail. Do it with control. But you can let it be big. You can let it be soft. You don't have to have a lot of tension in it. Let the momentum help, but control it a little bit. Don't just toss it away. Nice. Coming in. So using your obliques, this is one way we do bumps in the Showgirl Temple. Bend your knees. And we're gonna use our obliques to pull up. So our hip is gonna come up toward our rib, right? It's this side muscles that are working. So up, 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 up. Before we went out, now we're going up, okay? So use those guys. Just gonna warm them up a little bit. Nice, now doing a smaller hip circle, we're gonna go forward and back first, preparing for that. Forward, release back, forward and back. I'm not going too far back. I don't wanna arch my back too much. Kind of more just a release, straight down. I know it probably looks like a lot on me because my booty's that way. Dance teachers always got mad at me for sticking my butt out. Not a lot you can do there. Okay, so now coming forward, pick it up like we just did, release to the center, pick it up, forward, up, center, side, forward, side, center, side, smooth it out. So you're drawing a circle in front of you with your hips moving around. And this is how we do grinds in Showgirl Temple. I like this because I think it's really slinky and smooth. I guess an internal grind, we call it. An belly dancers would call it. Other side, so forward, side, center, side, forward, side, center, side. Keep going. Smooth it out. And you're probably wondering, where's the stretch, Eva? We're definitely going to stretch, but it's really important to warm up your muscles before you stretch, especially if you want more flexibility. Right now I feel like I'm kind of just getting the kinks out, honestly. I feel like I've been so stressed and kinked up. I don't know about y'all. But it's good to move around. So now, everybody's favorite jazzercise move. Your heels coming up to your butt. My knees stay pointing straight down. Setting it down softly, no clunking, right? Overhead. Give you a little shoulder warm up and a leg warm up. Okay. And now down low. Pulling in between the shoulder blades. We've been giving you a surprise workout too. You didn't even know. If I didn't call it a workout, nobody will run away, right? Awesome. Okay, and now down to the feetsies. First, we're gonna just pedal back and forth. So coming onto the ball of your feet, moving back and forth. Nice. It's a good move for anyone who's been dancing in heels there. Awesome. All right, let's get stretchier, shall we? So let's see, first of all, let's spread our legs pretty wide, and then pick a foot, any foot, pick the toes of that foot up and rotate. So hopefully your whole leg has rotated, right? My hips are gonna stay forward facing you, and the leg that's turned out, my heel is approximately where the middle of my arch is. Okay, you can adjust as you need, you can spread out more if you need. Trying to keep my ribs and hips facing the camera, open it up, slide, and go ahead and let that other leg you're not bending over push out, and then come to where it's comfortable for your body. It might be up here, it might be down lower, you might slide down and be even lower. See how my ribs were out? Keep them in. And if you want, you can look up, you can look down. However, I think I'm gonna look down today, actually. That feels better on my neck. So do what feels better for you. Ooh. I'm a fan of wiggling when you stretch. So if you want to wiggle a little bit, not bounce, but wiggle so that your body gets comfortable where it wants to be, definitely keep breathing. Nice. Upper hand is going to rotate down, 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 meet that other leg, and then you're going to rotate into the center. Even out those heels, and if you need to be up here, that's fine. That's a great stretch. If you want to bend your knees as you come down over the center, that's cool too. Do what's right for you. I'm going to go for a little bend in the knees right now. In fact, you know what? Everybody do this. Let's bend and straighten, booty up to the air. So bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend. Straighten it out as much as is comfortable for you, and see if you can get your pelvis to tilt a little bit so that your sits bones are going up. So I guess it'd be tilting your pelvis forward. So I'm trying to get my butt to move this way. So I'm nice. Bend your knees and start to roll yourself up. Just your hair as you might need to. Just your feet. I'm gonna roll out that other foot, rotating, ribs, hips facing forward, extending out, tip over, push that guy out, and then come down, keeping your ribs in alignment with your pelvis. No pokey out ribs, not gonna stretch there. And wherever it is comfortable for you, come on down. We're not trying to strain here. I'm not going for, oh my God, I stretched so hard, or anything like that. I want you to feel good in your body. I want to feel good in my body. It's been a weird, rough couple of weeks. See what you can breathe out, get rid of. Gorgeous. And now rotate that extended arm down, come through center, bending if you need to. Go ahead and grasp opposite elbows and just hang. I'll do it in front of my hair. Just hang here. And if you want to bend a little bit more, you can get a little bit more under your upper back and stretch that area out. Nice. Bend your knees again. Roll it up. Let's do a high lunge. So rotate over to a side. And then come down as is comfortable for you. Wow, holy hip flexors, right? Oh, all that area right in front, on the side. That's good for you guys. Come down as your body lets you. Still keep pressing out in that extended straight leg. So you're putting energy here, pushing into the heel, not like sinking. It's not about how far you go. It's about the structure and quality of your stretch, right? I'd rather get a much better stretch, even if I don't go that far, as opposed to trying to get really far and not really getting a very great stretch. It's really not going to do much for you in the long run. That's what we're in it for, right? The long run. All right, rotate back. And twist over to the other side. And coming down, extending, breathing. Woo. Enjoying the groovy tunes from Low Shimmy Shakers. Pretty sure you can still find this online if you want to buy it. Lots of fun music. And a lot of the workout videos that I have on my website use this music. Ooh, pushing, pushing, pushing. Oh, that feels nice, huh? Let's see, let's heel toe it in. Come on down to the ground, gently, carefully, while I check the time. Excellent. All right, we've got about 10 more minutes of good time, good stretching. Let us go to a straddle stretch first. So whatever your straddle is, be comfortable. Sit up, make sure your two sits bones, those super bony parts of your butt, are actually on the ground, touching the ground. So if you need to move some stuff out of the way or position yourself, go ahead and do that. And for now, let's just rotate our ankles, sitting up nice and straight. So if sitting up straight already is a challenge and a stretch for you, I would like for you to stay here and relatively straight while we're doing these stretches. You can even put your hands behind you and push into the ground to get yourself up straighter. Don't let your ribs come forward like mine just tried to. Keep them in alignment with your pelvis. But this is kind of where you might end up being, relatively up high, okay? Like I said before, you want to stretch for the long haul and think about your position while you're doing it. If you are ready for more, knees and toes are staying up to the ceiling, and we're going to keep them flexed for the moment. You're going to walk forward, keeping your back straight. If your back starts to round, that's where you stop. That's your stretch point. If your muscles try to grab on, like mine are, wiggle them out. If they're really grabbing on, you can even beat them a little bit. Mine aren't that bad, but thankfully. I actually did a stretch session last night to y'all because I was so cranked up. Breathing, breathing, breathing here. Inhale exhale. See if you got a little bit more, keeping your back straight, and then point your toes. Ooh, nice. Switch, flex one toe, point the other one, and switch, and switch, and switch, 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 both flexed. And since you're home alone, you may as well go make all the noises you want, right? No one's gonna look at you weird. I don't know, maybe your cat or dog will. Come on up. We're gonna rotate over to one side from the waist. So you're facing forward and then you're rotating, okay? Same thing here. If your back wants to start curving in any part of it, middle or lower, then you're gonna stay up straight. And this is gonna be your stretch, okay? If you have more, go ahead, come down. Keeping it straight. I got rid of my mirror and I can't see myself in the computer over here because I couldn't get it up. So if I'm not straight, y'all message me. Keep me honest. Wiggle if you need to. Ooh, my back is very tight right there. Beautiful, go ahead and point. See if you got a little bit more. Flex. And see if you can grab a part of your leg on the opposite side that's facing the camera. So it could be your thigh, not right around your knee. Your shin could be the outside of your foot. See if you can get a little bit more. I'm using my backhand here to kind of prop myself up. So I'm staying more upright, I'm not sinking. And a little bit pushing my foot into my hand into foot. Keeping my shoulders down so I'm not like this. Ooh, breathing into the side of the ribs. Beautiful, come up. Ha. Let's rotate. Coming down to the other side. Whew. Oh my goodness, I can feel my back just like, ooh. Husband was right, I did need to stretch. I think he was getting frustrated at me. Point your toes, inhale, come on down. I've been freaking out a little bit, y'all. I'm not posting about it and stuff like that because I don't think anybody needs extra energy like that, but I'm gonna be honest, I've been freaking out a little bit. And trying to be okay with it and definitely remaining in gratitude for everything I do have. Nice. Grabbing something that's away from the camera, giving yourself a little bit of stretch, tenting your back arm over here. This is where I'm so terribly tight. Hopefully it's going all the way up into your ribs, under your arm, getting your lats, all the way down to your low back. Next inhale, exhale, come on up. Oh, lean back a little bit, legs come together, wiggle them out. Let's get one nice long hamstring stretch. So again, your back is staying up nice and long when we're doing this, okay? If you need to spread your legs out a little bit so you have room for body to come through, go ahead and do that. Come on down, so you might just be here, might be a little bit lower, you might be grabbing your feet, keeping your feet flexed, back straight. Extend out. Inhale, come down if you have a little bit more. Now do go ahead and round. So your head is pointing down to the bottom of the ground or endeavoring to. Should give you a nice stretch in your upper back and neck. Beautiful. Push your head down a little bit more and then curve it up. Snake it up. Sit back. Bring your legs back with you. We're going to do a little hip stretch. So If you're one of those people that's used to putting one leg up on top of the other, go ahead. That's not my hips. So I make kind of a little triangle out in front of me. I try to square it off in the front. So not quite crisscross applesauce, but more of a tripod or a triangle thing. So sitting up nice and straight first. I'm trying to keep both my butt cheeks on the ground and come over the middle of them since I'm not totally symmetrical. You kind of gotta pay attention to where your weight ends up. Inhaling, coming forward, feet are flexed wherever your feet are. If they're on the ground or if they're on the other leg, they stay flexed. Protect your knee. Pull it tight. Hips. All that sitting, right? Sitting on the computer, trying to find out what's going on. Sitting watching a billion Netflix seasons of something. Hopefully sitting, connecting with some friends and family, maybe doing some video chats. Oh, beautiful. Inhale. And swap your legs. And then coming down again. Flexing your feet. Oh my goodness. And inhale, come on up. And then rotate to one side, keeping your ribs in alignment with your pelvis, so don't let them stick out. You can use your hands to guide, but don't press more than you need to. My backhand, I want to turn this way and show you. So when I do it, so ribs in alignment, rotating down here, keeping my shoulder down, and I tap my backhand and I use it to keep myself pushed up straight. And then I a little bit of leverage with this top hand to bend myself around. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I could not go this far even yesterday, y'all, because I was so tight from that workout that I tried to do. It was a new dance technique. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale forward. And then inhale. Exhale, rotate the other direction. Oh, wow. Keep breathing. If you have space to keep twisting gently, not hurting yourself, go for it. Inhale. Exhale, back to front. Oh my gosh, I could keep going doing this for so long. I'm gonna put a limit on myself though here. I'm sure you all have things to do all day. So tilt your ear over to one shoulder. Make sure that your head is kind of tucked, so it's not here and there, it's your, words are hard. Slide your neck back, then tilt your head over. So we're keeping it nice in alignment and not tilting our chin too far. If you want more, you can gently rest a hand on the side of your head, not pushing, just resting. If you want even more, push out, flex through the palm of the other hand. And breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, up to straight, other side. Push out. You want it. Inhale, exhale, release. Head comes straight up. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. This is gonna be our last little stretch. So I'm gonna take my hands, kind of cup them, cut my fingers, go up under my occiput, so that's the area right where kind of your hair stops at your neck. There's kind of a little ridge. I'm gonna lift up a little bit and then let my head fold over. So my hands and my arms are just a little bit of weight right here. I'm not pulling a whole bunch. Just letting that upper neck really stretch out. Oh gosh. So good, you guys and gals. Inhale up. Beautiful. Okay. You can continue doing whatever stretches make you feel good right here. I'm going to briefly read to you that bit about Chani. If you need some inspiration, you can do little windshield wipers here. Get those areas. Keep going with it. I'm going to turn the music down. Okay. Hi, I'm way up close. I'm going to grab my hoodie because it's cold in here. All right. So, my glasses for this. So this is on Chani Nicholas's website right now, which is just Chani, C-H-A-N-I, Nicholas.com. I'll put that in the comments. She is one of my absolute favorite astrologers. Has so much good information to share. She doesn't sugarcoat things. She's very focused on social justice, which I very much appreciate. But she's, I think, shows you where your power can be, that you don't have to let things happen to you. You can utilize them for the benefit of everyone around you and yourself. So, the new moon in Aries arrives on Tuesday, March 25th at 2:28 a.m. Happening on the heels of the equinox, the new moon carries with it spring's medicine. Even when things get bleak, even when winter stays well past its welcome, and life's challenges surpass its ease, renewal remains the next natural order of things. In the northern hemisphere, the sun's entrance into Aries signals to us that our days will be increasing in length a little more each day. The earth is coming back to life, and its creatures are eager to get it on. Without hesitation, without fear, with no doubt about their motivation. No bird in spring stifles its mating call. As a sign associated with this shift, Aries offers itself to the collective without shame. This fire sign ushers in a call to life. It rallies the spirit. It is the original spark of intuition, initiation, and inspiration. If any sign knows how to embody an almost delusional amount of confidence, it's this one. But this is no ordinary reboot. Square the nodes, this moon bears weight, and what we do with it will impact us for months, if not years to come. While nature is thriving, unfazed by our issues, we find ourselves in a moment where our personal and collective health hangs in the balance. We are coming to know more intimately what truly holds value for us and what has simply been a distraction. Life cares so little for our plans in the face of its own. Conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer, the teacher, the one who knows illness, this new moon comes bearing more than springtime's usual message. Chiron is a minor planet named after a centaur from the Greco-Roman pantheon. In his myth, Chiron ends up hurt from being in a battle that wasn't his to fight. Chiron's knowledge of healing is formidable, but even he can't find a remedy to heal himself. Chiron's myth speaks to the psychological wounds that we all have and have to learn how to hold if we want to live a meaningful life. Our pain doesn't necessarily ever go away. Suffering isn't distributed fairly among us, but it is part of life we must learn to work with. A part of life that we have to decide what to make of, what it will make of us, and if it, oh, hello computer. Wow, and if we will do something about it. And my computer has died, so that is the end of the reading. That was almost the end of it. Again, I'll post the website, so you can go ahead and look up more of that. We'll be back here on Friday in the Showgirl Temple at 10 a.m. for Aloha Friday. So whatever Aloha means to you, bring it.